What's going on, YouTube? So it's Monday and we are about to head down to the Tax Commission and Oklahoma Bureau of Investigation. We are going to attempt to get my salesman's license today. So I'm excited. Let's do it. All right, guys, so we are back from the Oklahoma State Bureau of Investigation, and we are back from the Oklahoma Tax Commission Used Motor Vehicle Commission. What a day. What a day. I've got a story to tell you. I decided, since I had to go get my salesman's license anyway, the investigators for the state are in the very room that I'm getting my salesman's license through. So I decided, I'm here, I need to confront this issue, and I need to talk to these people. And, you know, maybe I can help them understand what I'm doing, and hopefully they can help me understand what's going on and, you know, what can be done to rectify the situation. So I walk in with my paperwork, my packet for my license, and it was pretty obvious immediately that there was no intention of giving me that license. The conversation didn't start off that great. It really didn't. You could have cut the tension in that room with a knife. It was me, a long table, and two of the state's investigators. And they've seen my YouTube videos. And this meeting was not only necessary, it's a relief for me to get this off of my chest. So I hope this video doesn't end up being too long-winded, but there are some things that I really need to cover. First off, they have seen my videos, and they've seen some of my videos where I was waving around, you know, significant amounts of cash and bragging about the money I made. I don't think they saw the videos where I lost $5,000, $6,000 on a truck here, or another $4,000 on another truck here. I don't think they saw those videos, you know, and I guess this was good for both of us, I think, for the tax commission, for the investigators, and for me, because I don't think the state really understood how YouTube works or how I actually make my money from YouTube. And this gave me an opportunity to explain to them that making money on cars, of course that's great. I'm not going to be like, oh no, I don't want to make any money on cars. You know, you always want to make more money. But even when I've lost money, you haven't seen me get on camera and go, oh my God, I'm bankrupt, it's the end of the world, I can't. It's not about making money flipping the cars. It's about buying cars. It's about sharing the experience from the day you find a car, you check it out at auction, you bid, you win, you pick it up, you do what you need to do to it, and when we're done fixing it, we sell it. That's the video content. That is the life cycle. That is the blood of this channel. Is the experience. It's the life cycle from start to finish, not the actual flipping. I know all of you are interested in how much I made on a car, and sure, I get that, but that's not the point of the video. The video is the entire experience, all of it, from start to finish. And I don't think they understood that, and I don't think they understood that YouTube is my primary income. YouTube is 60% of my total income. That's huge. So, you know, once I explained that to them, things got a little bit better. And then they explained to me why I was in the situation I'm in. And I understand their position a lot better now. So I think we all walked away with a better understanding of what each of us is doing. Their job as investigators is to stop people from illegally selling cars. This is partially to protect the public. It's also, you know, they want you to get a dealer's license and be bonded and stuff so that you don't crop up, sell a few cars, and then run, you know, and leave the public stuck. So it's really about public safety, but they also want to make sure as a dealer you survive. So there are, you know, things you have to do and hoops you have to jump through before you can even get a dealer's license, because they want to make sure you're going to be a successful dealer. They want to make sure the public is protected. So if this comes off sounding like an ass-kissing video, and I'm sure it does, hey, I am man enough to admit when I'm wrong. And there is a time in each of our lives where at some point you've got to kiss ass. You screwed up, open mouth, insert foot. So I want to make it very transparent. The state didn't ask me to make an apology video. The state didn't ask me to suck up, nothing like that. I've already talked with the state and we walked away shaking hands and feeling a lot better about, you know, all of our positions in this mess that I created. As a man, I feel it is my responsibility as an adult to do the right thing. I stepped on some people's toes, and for that I'm sorry. I did something I shouldn't have done, and for that I apologize. They definitely made it clear that when you have a public figure, you know, someone like me that's got a lot of people watching, they see me making the money, and then you end up with a ton of people out there buying and flipping cars illegally, and it becomes a big problem, it becomes a big risk to public safety. That is not something I ever really considered. That I make videos, that's it. I don't really think about things past the making, editing, and uploading of the video. But I can definitely see where a lot of people be like, oh man, you're raking in the cash, Randy. I'm gonna start flipping cars right now illegally. And you end up with a whole lot of trouble, and it creates a whole lot more work for these people to do. So they decided to nip it in the bud at the source, which is me. So to the Oklahoma State Tax Commission, to the Used Motor Vehicle Division, to the investigators, this is a sincere apology that I was not asked for, that I am voluntarily giving because it's the right thing to do. I believe that when you make a mistake, you need to own it and you need to make amends. And that's what I'm doing here and publicly announcing to you guys that I made a mistake. And hopefully we can move past all of this in the very near future. So one of the investigators, I don't think really believed what I was saying. In fact, I know he didn't believe me because I kept trying to explain that these videos pay so much money now, but in 10 months from now, they're going to be paying a whole lot more. And in a year and a half, it's going to be off the hook, and that's when things can really take off. Hell, maybe at that point I'll start my own dealership. I don't know. But he asked me, point blank, he said, why don't you just start your own dealership then? Why don't you just do it the right way and open a dealer? And my response was, I don't want a dealer. I make videos. I love making content. I don't want the responsibility of running an entire car lot, of being responsible for titles, and being responsible for making sure I'm open so many days a week from certain times, and handling insurance. And that's bigger than where I'm wanting to go, at least for now. So I just don't want to open a dealership. Now with Weird Beard, he's already got the dealership. I can help him grow, and he can help me make video content. So this is part two. This is where, I wouldn't go so far as to say we were negotiating, but they made some things very clear. And I'm not in any position to argue or barter with them, so I think they made a fair offer. Here's how it's going to work, and I need you guys to understand how this channel is going to be functioning. The car lot belongs to Mike. Okay, it's Mike's car lot, and I assume his wife too. I'm sure they're both in this together. So this is not my car lot. All right, I am here as a salesman. I am here to assist Mike in finding cars, buying cars. If he needs it with a salesman's license, I can help him sell the cars. But ultimately, all of the vehicles going through from here forward, they are Mike's and his wife's through Weird Beard Auto Sales. They are not mine. The money used to purchase any of these cars that you will see on video, it is Mike's money, not mine. All right. I think maybe when I walked in there, I had a different idea about how things work and what you're allowed to do, and they clarified pretty quickly what can and cannot be done. So my goal from here on is to bring you guys the content. All right. I'm not going to be sitting around flashing money anymore. All right, and I'm sure most of you didn't like that anyway, because that's just what a shithead thing to do, right? So that's not no more flashing around money. It's going to be good content of cars from auction, looking around, what we look for, what we find, what we get, and ultimately the process of bringing it from one place in the beginning to where it's finished, out the door. Then we can talk about, hey, this is what the car sold for, or this is the plan that it was sold on. You guys can understand how all of this works, but you definitely need to understand this will all be through Mike. I cannot be involved in that capacity, but what I can do is bring you the video content, and I'm perfectly fine with that. Now, another part of it really wasn't a negotiation, but another part of the meeting was the injunction is going to go through. I gave them my phone number. I gave them my address, all in good faith to show that I'm trying to work this out with you. They have my current address. They have my phone number. They're going to get the injunction. I'm going to voluntarily sign that injunction, and I will not be allowed to sell cars anymore. They will allow me to sell only my personal vehicles. Like, what my personal vehicles are right now. My Vet's a personal vehicle. The Prius is a personal vehicle, and the Cruze is my personal vehicle. The Mercedes, I told them that's my last car. The Mercedes is the last car that I'm going to be releasing, and after that, I'm done. I made them a promise, and I'm going to hold true to that. So as far as I'm concerned, and as far as the state's concerned, there will be no more Copart from me. There will be no more IAA from me. I will not be buying or selling any more cars from Copart or IAA. So the video content that you will be seeing from here on out will be cars and auctions through Weird Beard Auto Sales / Mike and his wife. Period. Dot. End of discussion. Now, I feel that the state was very fair with me. They could have, I'm pretty sure they could have filed criminal charges if they had chosen to, and they didn't. They filed a civil injunction just to stop me from doing what I'm doing. So like I said, I know this probably comes off sounding like just a big video to the state. And you know what? The truth is, it kind of is, but it's not because the state told me to. They didn't ask me to. It's just because as a responsible adult, when you make a huge mistake like I did, pucker up, take your lumps, and then you move past it. That's life, man. That's life. There's a good lesson for you. So I guess at the end of the day, they told me, the lady at the front window said that I can start selling cars immediately, and if anybody has any questions, they can call the tax commission and verify that I am a licensed salesman. And I should receive my actual ID card, my salesman ID card, sometime after September 11th. So that's where we are. They didn't have to give me my license. They could have ripped my papers up and thrown them in the garbage. But they heard me out. I heard them out. And we worked it out, man. At the end of the day, we all shook hands and everybody's happy. And maybe someday I'll open a dealership. Maybe. I don't think so. But that could be in the future. So I guess there's a lesson to be learned from this. And this is something, I am responsible for making video content, and sometimes I just don't think about what I'm putting out there. You should not buy and sell cars if you don't have a dealer's license. Point blank, period. You shouldn't do it. I know there's a lot of people that do. I've done it in the past. Hell, Rick Dyer did it in the past, but you see what happened to him. He was facing jail. Can you imagine if you're out there selling cars, making money hand over fist, and then one day the state walks in and says, we've got 50 or 100 charges against you? You've got 12, they gave Rick, 30 days? 30 days to get your dealer's license? How many of you can come up with $10,000 to $20,000 in 30 days? Guess what? You're going to jail. It's not worth it. Fighting with the state, dealing with even just a civil injunction, going to court. Ladies and gentlemen, please, Rick Dyer has told you, don't flip cars without a license. It's not worth it. And now I'm telling you, as someone who right now is caught up in this mess, it's not worth it. Get your dealer's license, or alternatively, don't sell cars. Find something else to do. Or get your salesman's license. You go sell cars at a reputable dealership where you could make some pretty good bank if you're a good salesman. Hell, if you're a good enough salesman to flip cars on your own, you should be able to make a killing at a large local dealership in your area, right? You know, put on a suit and a tie, smile at the customer, and sell away. So that's really my message. That's my message to you guys is please think about what you're doing. You know, some of you are going to go out and do it anyway because you just know you're not going to get caught. But hey, I didn't think I was even doing anything wrong. I felt like I was perfectly fine. Well, you're going to think that until the state comes in, they nail your ass for it. So ultimately, did I have to, you know, open my mouth and insert my foot today? Hell yeah, I did. Did I need to do some ass kissing today? Absolutely. And I am very thankful that the state was willing to give me a shot. And that means a lot to me. It really does, because I screwed up and they could have said, to hell with you, we don't even like you. And they took the time to listen, and they took the time to you know, help put me on the right track. That is awesome. That is awesome. No more being pissed off at Oklahoma. I don't think Oklahoma's pissed off at me anymore. We're going to move forward. And I couldn't be more excited to be doing this. And the fact that I was told by the lady that, you know, you're good to start selling. I don't have anything to sell of my own. And I don't think Mike has anything to sell right now. And I'm sure he'd be handling that on his own right now anyway. But I'm like, I'm thirsty to get out there and just sell something, man. So Mike, you got a car you want to sell, man. Let me just come out there and close the deal for you. I would love just to sell a damn car. It's killing me. I feel like Oklahoma was suffocating me. Good day. Yeah, it took the whole day. The whole day. My whole day has been just nothing but running around getting all this done. But we're done. We're good. And we're going to move forward. And, you know, that's all I got to say. I wanted to make it very clear that I apologize to the state of Oklahoma, and that, you know, these cars are going through Mike's dealership, and that it will not be me buying these cars. These will not be my vehicles. It will not be my money. It will not be my profits. It won't be flashing dollars around anymore. An apology to the state I felt was necessary. And a thank you to Mike for also giving me an opportunity to work with him. This was a hell of an ordeal, and now we're moving past it. So if you're bored with listening to me talk for almost 20 minutes now, I guess we'll get out of here. I appreciate all of you for watching. Thank you to all of you at the Tax Commission. Thank you to Mike and my fiance and even my brother for, you know, going with me, and just today was a rough day, really was. So thank you to everybody. If you think this is great content, if you like the way things are heading, give this video a big thumbs up. If you don't, give the video a big thumbs down. Please comment, leave your opinions below, but in a respectful manner, please. Otherwise, I'm just going to boot you. If you're not a current subscriber, things are going to start heating up on this channel in the near future. Things are moving right along. So please click that subscribe button. Don't forget to tap the bell icon so that you can get notified when new videos are uploaded. Aside from that, we're out of here, man. Stay safe out there, you guys. And I'll catch you very soon, tomorrow, as a matter of fact, with a Copart walk around in the near future. Tomorrow. Yeah. You get it? Jesus. I'm out of here.